JJ, hey JoJo. So I found another book about Ike LaRue. And he was so much fun the last time, I thought we'd enjoy another one. This time, Ike is running for mayor. And so, everybody ready for bed? Alrighty. Remember last time he had this little message on the back of the book? Kind of give us an idea of what we're all about? I'm going to read that first, okay? Dear intelligent voter, are you tired of candidates who lie, cheat, and steal their way into office? I assure you that a vote for me is a vote for honesty, dignity, and good manners. With Mrs. LaRue injured and in the hospital, it's up to me to uphold justice and take the laws of Snort City into my own paws. Yes, with dog haters on the rampage, this is a difficult and dangerous task. But I have the courage and proven leadership abilities to make a difference. Keep Snort City safe and clean. Vote for Ike. 3 cheers for your next mayor, Ike LaRue. P.S. Don't let Bugwart's colorful pictures lure you into a false sense of cheerfulness. The black and white ones show the true horrors of his evil campaign. P.S. My smile looks great on the posters, don't you think? Yeah, it's a good-looking smile there, LaRue. All right, so LaRue for Mayor, Letters from the Campaign Trail by Mark Teague, written and illustrated by. So let's see what's going on with Ike. Okay, everybody's asleep? Or everybody's ready for bed? All righty, opening page here. There's Mrs. LaRue and Ike walking past a campaign poster for Bugwort for mayor. All right, let's start with the news. All right. Bugwort launches campaign for mayor. Former Pumpkinville Police Chief Hugo Bugwort announced yesterday that he will run for mayor of Snort City, calling himself the law and order candidate. Bugwort, who spoke to a cheering crowd in Gruber Park, is widely considered a shoo-in for the job. Snort City is a disgrace, he said to polite applause. We need to be more like Pumpkinville. That means no more sloppiness, no more silliness, and no more foolish behavior. The speech was interrupted when several dogs in the back of the crowd overturned a hot dog cart. Injured in the fracas was Gertrude LaRue of 2nd Avenue. The dogs were not identified. Yeah, they weren't identified, but I think we can identify them. I bet you I could identify them. Okay. All right, here we go. We got the black and white photo of what's really going on in, well, at least in Ike's mind. And the cheerful picture of, well, it looks like Ike's got himself a hot dog with some mustard on it. Let's see what's going on. Dear Mrs. LaRue, how sorry I am to hear about your injuries. Who knew that hot dog carts were so unstable? I was simply trying to get a better view of Chief Bugwort when it collapsed. Heaven knows what those other dogs were doing. I must admit that they created an unfortunate impression of delinquency. Anyway, I'm shocked to hear that you'll be confined to the hospital for so long. No doubt you were worried about me. So am I. But Mrs. Hibbins has promised to serve my meals, and somehow I will persevere. With deepest sympathy, Ike. He wrote a get well soon card. Not nice of him. Get well soon. Boy, he loves that Mrs. LaRue, doesn't he? All right. All right, so here we go again. We got one picture, black and white, where Ike, in Ike's imagination, he and his dogs are in a social club, and they're well behaved and they're polite, and they're just making serious plans. And let's see what's really happening. Uh-oh, that looks like trouble. Let's see. Dear Mrs. LaRue, thank you for your concern. Yes, this will be a difficult time for me, stuck here all alone while you recuperate in your pleasant hospital bed. But please don't worry. I have become friendly with some of the dogs I met the other day in the park. We have decided to form a social club, which will perform various services to the community. Spending time with Fifi, Buck, and Chewy should help ease the pain of your absence. Please think of all the good deeds we will be doing. Virtuously yours, Ike. Okay. Uh-oh, another newspaper article. The Snort City Register Gazette. Wild dogs rampage. Game disrupted. Unruly dogs plagued Snort City again yesterday as one of the animals broke up a double play and ran away with a baseball during a Snort City Rabbits game at Morley Field. The episode capped a week of problems that began on Tuesday when a pack of rambunctious creatures broke up the annual fishing derby on Blatt Lake. Apparently the dogs first rolled in, then ate the catch. The following day, a group of dogs snuck into a Mr. Ding-a-ling truck outside Gruber Park and made off with 2 gallons of Rocky Road ice cream. None of the dogs have been apprehended, though ice cream vendor Eugene Phelps describes the leader as a scruffy black and white fellow. I wonder what scruffy black and white fellow he could be talking about. Look at that. Okay, well, let's see. So here's a picture of Ike typing with all sorts of fish. And is that Rocky Road ice cream he's got there? I wonder where he got it. But there's Ike's version of the events. He's eating an old shoe by candlelight. Dear Mrs. LaRue, please don't worry about me. I will not starve or die of loneliness. Probably. Yes, I read the newspaper accounts regarding dog problems. Frankly, I find them ridiculous. Can this cheerful and spirited behavior really be a problem? Where is the harm? And yet, such lurid reporting, some weak-minded individuals might come to believe that dogs represent a menace to our society. Hope you're feeling better, Ike. I think he's crying. Look at that. Look at that single teardrop. He's crying. All right. Uh-oh. More news. Another newspaper flash. Bugwort calls for canine crackdown. Calling dogs a menace to our community, mayoral candidate Hugo Bugwort yesterday announced his plans to crack down on the beasts. We can no longer tolerate this sort of behavior, he said, citing recent dog-related problems. Mr. Bugwort proposes not only a leash law and a curfew, but a complete ban on animals in most public places. This town is literally going to the dogs, said Bugwort. I intend to stop it. In a related news, a dog reportedly snuck into Brandmeier's butcher shop on 2nd Avenue and made off with a string of beef sausages. Well, I wonder who that dog was that made off with the beef sausages. Dear Mrs. LaRue, I must say I've become alarmed by the ravings of this man, Bugwort. Imagine if he actually were elected to our city's highest office. The idea is unthinkable. I must figure out some way to stop this impending disaster. Your worried dog, Ike. Oh, we have a letter to the editor this time. Not a news story, but a letter to the editor. As a longtime resident, I must decry the wave of anti-dog hysteria sweeping over our city. Can we so quickly forget the loyalty of man's best friend? Who accompanies our firefighters and police on their perilous rounds? Who rescues the weary travelers stuck high in the Alps? Who serves the blind and the deaf too? Dogs. That's who. Signed, a concerned citizen. I wonder who the concerned citizen is that wrote that letter to the editor. All right. Well, let's see what's going on here. Dear Mrs. LaRue, how I envy you the safety of your hospital bed. Here in the outside world, things have become perilous indeed, at least for dogs. The awful bugwort continues his scurrilous attacks. Yesterday, he referred to dogs as gangs of hooligans. He must be stopped. Therefore, I have decided to throw my hat into the ring. This afternoon, I will announce my candidacy. Doubtless, the public response will be overwhelming. Your next mayor, Ike. Well, it's obviously that cats want bugwort. Look at that. He's putting his poster over bugworts, and he's trying to hide it from the policeman. Oh, what a scamp. I want a dog like Ike. How about you? Oh, no. Look at that. He's put graffiti all over that other guy, over that other candidate's poster. Dear Mrs. LaRue, my first day on the campaign trail was fabulous. Everywhere, huge crowds turned out to cheer my message of dog friendliness. My chums from the social club have agreed to help. Of course, we will do our best to keep this campaign positive. Though I can't speak for my opponent, who appears to be vicious and unstable, if not insane. Honestly yours, Ike. Yeah, so in Ike's mind, it's all positive. LaRue, for you. That's clever. LaRue, a name you can trust. That's what's going on in his little mind, but what's actually happening there? No. That's funny. It says, sniff bugwort for a strong odor. Instead of vote bugwort for... Oh, he's funny. Okay. Well, dear Mrs. LaRue, in my appearances I've been pointing out that if dogs are banned from places like Gruber Park, cats will run wild. Not a pleasant thought. The campaign continues to gather steam. I think we have bugwort on the ropes. Politically yours, Ike. P.S. I hope you don't mind, but I've been using the apartment as campaign headquarters. All right, looks like a lot of fun on the campaign trail. All right. Snort City Register again. Another newspaper article. Bugwort challenged by mystery candidate. A mysterious new candidate has emerged to challenge Hugo Bugwort in his run for mayor. Supporters of Ike LaRue describe him as dog-friendly. Opponents point out that he is, in fact, a dog. Either way, the furry LaRue has begun to wage a fierce campaign against Bugwort, who promises to virtually ban all dogs from Snort City. Surprisingly, LaRue's message has begun to catch on. We didn't anticipate this. We didn't anticipate this, admits Bugwort campaign manager Walt Smiley, referring to the dogs. It turns out some folks are really fond of the little devils. I'm not worried, said Bugwort. Tomorrow is my big rally in Gruber Park. I'll deal with these dog lovers then. Really? So some people do like their dogs. Maybe Ike's got a chance. Okay. Dear Mrs. LaRue, my supporters and I have decided to confront Chief Bugwort at today's rally. We will be out in force, and though we will conduct ourselves in a dignified manner, I am sure that the results will be interesting. Hope you are well, Ike. P.S. Nothing will distract me from this important cause. All right, so it looks like at the rally, he's going to have all sorts of things. There's going to be dogs howling and barking dogs. He's got Bugwort all scratched out, and there's going to have dogs chasing their tail. I think he's going to create quite the ruckus at the campaign rally. All right. Up, another newspaper article. All right. LaRue rescues Bugwort. Dog called hero. Hugo Bugwort was rushed to Memorial Hospital yesterday after collapsing on stage during a rally in Gruber Park. Apparently, he grew dizzy while trying to shout down hecklers. Among his rescuers was his opponent, local dog Ike LaRue. When the chief collapsed, we rushed him to the nearest vehicle, a Mr. Dingaling truck, explained campaign manager Walt Smiley. For some reason, the dog was already inside, but give him credit, he really did his best to help. LaRue saved me, said Bugwort. All the way to the hospital, he fed me cool, delicious Rocky Road ice cream. By the time I got there, I was feeling much better. The rescue puts a new twist on an already unusual campaign. I have completely changed my mind about dogs, said Bugwort. In fact, I would be honored if Ike would serve with me as assistant mayor to make sure that the interests of dogs are represented in a Bugwort administration. LaRue, who departed the Mr. Dingaling truck, could not be reached for comment. Yeah, there's show a little kindness, to your opponents. That's an important lesson. Uh-oh, they changed the posters. Hogwart and LaRue. Look at that. Hey. Oh, cats are not happy. Dear Mrs. LaRue, it turns out that Chief Bugwort is not such a bad fellow after all. In fact, he's swell. Anyway, politics are not for me. I would rather make friends than engage in this constant bickering. And since all I ever wanted was to make this great city for everyone, I have decided to wrap up my campaign and accept the chief's offer to serve as assistant mayor. I'm so glad that you're feeling better, and I'll be able to attend my swearing, and you'll be able to attend my swearing-in ceremony. Your loyal dog, Ike. Bugwort sworn in. Promising to have the most dog-friendly administration ever, new mayor Hugo Bugwort was sworn in yesterday during a ceremony in Gruber Park. At his side was Assistant Mayor Ike LaRue, whom many credit with his success. This is a great day for everyone in Snort City, proclaimed Bugwort, to loud cheers in the audience. The speech was interrupted when several dogs in the back of the crowd overturned a hot dog cart. Bugwort promised to look into the matter. It certainly is worrisome, he said. Again, with the hot dog cart. Who knew those carts were so unstable? And that is letters from the campaign trail. Good night, girls. Sleep good, okay? Grandpa loves you.